Hello everyone, so in this video we're gonna be talking exactly how to run Next.js, but not just that, we're gonna understand what actually is the fundamental bare steps of running Next.js. So I'm just gonna run through over this and explain to you a little bit how it works from my personal experience, alright? So one thing that you will need to have is Node.js. Why? Because you're gonna be installing and using npx and npm and pnpm. So you need, in order to run these commands, you need to have Node.js installed. So what we will need as well to do is use this command over here to basically to create an application for us. So npx is a command line tool, and create next app will basically create a Next.js framework for us with the latest version. So once I click this, it will ask us if you want to name our project. I will put Next.js. And yes, I would like to use TypeScript because I like type inferring into my code. I don't want to ESLint because I like more Biome. ESLint takes a lot of time. Yes, I go with Tailwind CSS, but if you have like any other CSS library such as Bootstrap, you can go for it. Yes, I want an src directory because it just keeps things simple. Yes, I want to choose app router because that's the new way. Back in the days, we still have pages router, but being honest with you, pages router, it's the legacy version of Next.js. Like, you're using pages router, so you need to have a different structure on your project, basically. Not that different, but a little bit different. Turbo pack, yes, because I want a bundler that can combine all my TSX with TypeScript files. And I like to import the alias. So basically, I'm gonna show you in the components how it looks like when we're importing a new component. Using the alias is fairly easy and simple. I like to keep the default one. You can change if you want. So if you wanted to put any other name, you could, like add component and slash asterisk, you could, but I like to keep things simple, and probably you should too, because then if you follow the like standard vanilla installation, it basically everyone's just following that as well, and it's more simple for you to have examples of working code with that same structure. So now that I have the Next.js folder created over here, I'll just navigate through it. So I'll do a cd. I'll just clear my terminal as well. And what I'm gonna do is run pnpm run dev. And now you can see over here, basically what the command pnpm run dev run is next dev turbo pack. And I will have my URL accessible through localhost 3000. But before that, I would just talk a little bit about what is inside the Next.js framework. So as you can see over here, we have the .next.js. So that's basically will be our caching and all the bundle and minifications of our project. So that's basically what you see in production. But of course, right now we don't need to see that much. Over here, we have the node modules. So any sort of like packages that we're installing using pnpm or npm, it will go into node modules. We also have the public, where we keep anything public like files or images. Over here you have the src and slash app, which is the app router structure. And over here we have our favicon. We also have our globals.css. We have the layout, we have the page, and git ignore. Don't worry, because my other video I will be going in depth about all of these things. But basically, layout is the base layout that any of your pages will inherit from. And the page is basically your page. So basically, any new page that you create will render a new page as well. Over here we have our git ignore, which is from the git. We have the next config.ts, we have the package.json, we have the next config.ts if you need any configs into your Next.js project. We also have the package.json. So over here is basically the script we run once we are using dev, or once we use build, start, or if we want to link our project. We also have the post CSS configuration because Tailwind CSS uses post CSS. And we also have the tsconfig.json, which is the JavaScript version which we want to target, the libraries we want to enable, and also, if you see over here, the paths and what type of files we want to include into our project for our import.